Hello loves. So today I just wanted to make a really quick video from something that I saw on TikTok, and I actually responded on TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's TigeraGitana on TikTok. But I just kind of realized, like, going through the comments of that post, I did like a stitch or duet or whatever to someone's kind of little skit, this ancestor skit, where they asked their ancestor to, you know, come through for them, and then they, like, 5 hours later fell asleep, and their ancestor woke them up at like 3 a.m. And told them to meditate so they could get the download. And like, I did a duet to it because, or a stitch or whatever it's called, because I was like, this is not happening to me. And I realized, like, while looking at the comments of that specific TikTok, that like people don't have a solid or do common mistakes when it comes to ancestor work that are very easily remedied. So here are like 3 tips on how to communicate with your ancestors and not have them wake you up at 3 a.m. for a download. First and foremost, meditation is going to be helpful to your practice, because if you have a stable meditation practice and a really, really strong meditation practice, then not only would you be able to retain information better, but you're also already going to have that good relationship with your ancestor. They're going to know when you like to sleep, how long you like to sleep for. This is another reason why my ancestors don't wake me up at these kind of times, because they know I'm a Leo rising. Okay, I sleep like a cat. I like to sleep. And I also don't set intention for them to come to me and wake me up during my sleep. So your meditation practice, I like to hold space for them in different ways. And this is why you have to make certain kind of rules as to how you're communicating with your ancestors. So through meditation would be one of them. So making sure that you have that relationship with your ancestor where you're telling them like, hey, this is how I feel comfortable you communicating with me, and this is how I would appreciate you communicating with me in the future. So please come see me through meditation or through sleep work, etc., etc. And so it's really, really important for you to kind of set that foundation so they know not to come and, wake you up at certain times where you might not feel the best to kind of respond to that. So meditation, having a strong meditation practice definitely leads to a stronger relationship with your ancestors, but also you're able to retain downloads. And then going into dream work, you're able to retain the messages that you're getting and actually keep them in your head, not just like escape, not just like things kind of, you got the message, you got out of the meditation, you're like, wait, what was that? It's not in that state. Like, you're able to retain the information. The second tip is dream work. If you are asking your ancestors to show up for you, but then you're not like saying, you're not giving them like a frame, like you're not giving them any information as far as like, it's kind of like, okay, you just called up a friend, you're like, hey, I want to hang out, but you don't give them a time, you don't give them a place, you don't give them anything, no date, nothing. So what is that friend going to do? You would think, like, especially as a spirit, you would just like, okay, well, they're calling me, so I'm just going to show up. And if it happens to be like 3 a.m, then you're going to have to deal with that. And that's kind of the problem. You have to set that foundation. So when it comes to dream work and communicating with your ancestors through dream work, I like to set that intention ahead of time before I go to sleep. So if I want my ancestors to come through for me, I will say, hey, ancestors, can you please come through in my dreams? Okay, not, oh, I'm doing the spell work, ancestors come through, and then I go to sleep, and then you just called them. And the next things that you're doing, like after you just did this whole ritual, is fall asleep. So what do you think they're gonna do? Like, it's just an obvious kind of reaction to have, where it's just like, well, you called me. It's like you're picking up a phone, you called someone, they're gonna pick up the phone. So it's kind of like that. But you have to set an expectation of time. Like, you want them to not have to call you at 3 a.m. and wake you up at 3 a.m. to do X, Y, Z, and B. So set that expectation, set that foundation, so you don't have to deal with that. My third tip is really, 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 really important, because I do feel like when it comes to communicating with your ancestors and having a really, really strong relationship where, they are understanding of your boundaries, is to sit down with them and really, whether it be through meditation or whether it be through dream work, not only practicing when it comes to dream work, because I know a lot of people struggle with retaining information and dream recalling, as far as like they wake up and they literally just forgot everything. Making sure that you're journaling and having like an ancestor journal is really, really important if you're trying to get better at retaining information, if you're trying to get better at also building a relationship with your ancestors, if you wanted to keep an ancestor diary or have, you know, a breakdown or certain ancestors that you spoke to and what they look like, and whether it be in your meditations or your dreams, it helps you build that relationship and build that connection, because it's like you're documenting this connection with them, and it's just going to help you progress and build that relationship to where they know not to wake you up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, literally at 3:33, 5:55 in the morning, for certain downloads of certain messages. I've had my ancestors, and I've had other people's ancestors wake me up in the middle of the night for certain things, but it doesn't happen all the time. Those were really like rare events, as far as my relationship with my ancestors go. And the reason why they had to wake me up was because I had to react in that moment. I had to do something about it in that moment. Like I've woke up at 3:33 before, and at 5:55 before, and it's always like, hey, you need to do this. I've also had that archangels wake me up at certain times because they want me to capitalize on a specific moment, and they just wake me up at that time, specifically Archangel Gabriel. So it happens here and there, but for the most part, I do feel like if you have that boundary as far as like, hey guys, I would really enjoy, I would love to enjoy my sleep, or I need rest because I have to work, or whatever the reason being, set that notion to your spirit guides and your ancestors, because they don't want to see you, you know, tired or lacking of, or, you know, dreading that you have to now stop what you were doing, which is sleeping, to communicate with them. They don't want you to be uncomfortable. But you also have to set that expectation, like, hey, if you do need me to, you know, within that moment, wake me up so I can go ahead and address what needs to be addressed. But if you can just come into my dreams and that would alleviate that conversation, then please come into my dreams. That will help me a lot better. Or I will hold space in a meditation and you can come and give me these downloads then, without it being like you having to wake me up in the morning. So yeah, I just wanted to address it because I literally realized I was going through this dude's like comments, and literally everyone's like, yeah, yo, this is me. The struggle is real. They be waking me up mad early. And I'm just like, I don't go through none of this. Oh my God. And then I just realized why I don't go through it. And sometimes I kind of forget that, you know, there are people out there that are still building their practice and building their relationship with spirit. And so they still need, you know, tips here and there. So I wanted to share mine with you guys, and I hope that you find them helpful and that they help you. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I hope that this was helpful. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Definitely do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified anytime I upload. If you would like to join and become a member, the join button will be down below. If you would like to join the Patreon as well, the link will be down below. And I will see you loves in the next video. Have a very beautiful day.